Hey there everyone, it's GG Sober Sun. It's a gloomy day today. But over there's a lot of ships, a lot of fishing boats heading out. Look at that. That dark cloud does have a silver lining. September 14th. How does AA grow? Some of us sell AA as we go about. Little clusters of 2s and 3s and 5s keep springing up in different communities through contact with the larger centers. Those of us who travel drop in at other groups as often as we can. This practice enables us to lend a hand to new groups which are springing up all over the land. New groups are being started each month. AA is even spreading outside the United States and is slowly becoming worldwide. Thus we grow. Am I doing all I can to spread AA wherever I go? Yeah. And I've had the good fortune of being able to live in other countries and travel to other countries and to see that AA truly is global. And I think it's really important as well, just as an aside, to attend a lot of different meetings. If folks go only to, say, a clubhouse and attend meetings at a clubhouse, the same meetings, you don't really get you may be attending a meeting every day, right? But you're only getting the one meeting and the way one meeting does it, and it's easy to think that one meeting is how AA is done worldwide. So if you're able to get to more meetings, then I would recommend it, because you get to see how the different ways, the different meetings, the different feelings, different vibe that the different meetings have. And it is good to see different ones, to see worse ones, right? Some that aren't as good as yours, to create some gratitude for your own meeting, right? To see that other meetings might have a more upbeat vibration, have an upbeat feel, have an upbeat atmosphere, I should say. And it might be a couple little tweaks that you can do to make your meeting better. But as I said, there's meetings all over the world, and it's hugely important to go to those meetings, because then you get to see that this really is, no matter where we are, there's a fellowship, a connection. Friends we haven't met yet is what I often hear said in meetings. I've got friends I haven't met yet all over the world. And here's the other thing. Spreading AA is by attraction, not promotion. That first sentence saying we sell AA, we don't have to sell AA. That's the beautiful part about it. That when we go to when we have, I think back to when Bill and Bob, learning about when Bill and Bob went to see AA number 3. I believe his name was Bill as well. And they were kind of like, here's how we what we figured out. Do you want it? If you don't, we'll go on to another drunk, right? And that also is suggested in the first step. This is what we did. We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our life is unmanageable. Our lives were unmanageable. And it's not sort of demanding anybody do anything. And I love that about AA. That I don't have to be an evangelist for AA, right? I just need to show up. Humbly show up. And admit that I'm powerless over alcohol. That is brilliant. Share my experience, strength, and hope with others. That's brilliant. And so simple that the only evangelism I really need to do is to show up. Sorry, I got a little distracted. There's so much to be distracted from or by out here. It's so beautiful. That I only need to show up. I don't need to, become a salesman, right? And I was thinking about it's sort of like the longer I am sober, the more I realize the benefits of AA in the spirit realm. It's almost like we get to do all the things that I was preached at to do, right? That always seemed awkward and clunky. Because I have tried to evangelize people into AA. But now that I'm older, I realize that Bill and Bob didn't evangelize. Maybe Bill did initially. And that's when Lois was like, okay, you're not getting anybody sober, but you're sober. And that's what it's all about, really. And that's how Bill met Bob. He was like, look, I need to talk to a drunk. Because I'm afraid I might drink. And then Bill humbly was saying, presumably, look, part of this deal is I got to give this away. I've got to talk to somebody about what I've learned. And so if you'll listen, here's where I was. Here's what happened. And here's how my life has been since. And that really connected with Bob. And Bob was an intelligent man. He was a medical doctor, It's good stuff. And really all I need to do is show up at meetings and stick my hand out and make a connection. Meditation for the day. Lord, we believe. Help thou our unbelief. That's a quote from the really big book, I presume. I'm not sure what the reference is, but this cry of the human heart is an expression of human frailty. It signifies the soul's sincere desire for progress. As a person feels the existence of God and His power, that person believes in Him more and more. At the same time, a person is more conscious of his falling short of absolute trust in God. The soul's progress is an increasing belief, then a cry for more faith, a plea to conquer all unbelief, a lack of trust. All lack of trust. We can believe that the cry is heard by God and that prayer is answered in due time. And so our faith grows, little by little, day by day. Prayer for the day. I pray that with more power in my life will come more faith. I pray that I may come to trust God more each day. He's definitely made, and I say he's definitely made a change in my life. A lot more humility. A lot less trying and a lot more surrendering. If that makes sense. I don't have to grind for God. I just need to surrender my will and trust in His goodwill, in His perfect will for my life and those He puts in my life. What security is that, huh? It's so awesome. Alright, y'all. I love you. Thanks for letting me share. Keep coming back. Look up. Aim up. Rise up.